Organized for today.
Those books take a lot of
Now
space.
we're going to get smarter and happier.
Yeah.
He is known as a tenor, a risk taker, and a pilot. Michael Fabiano is a world-renowned opera singer whose career has taken him to the most prestigious opera houses in the world.
And right now you can see him starring as Don Jose in Carmen at the Metropolitan Opera. Okay.
Wow. Good thing for us. He made time in our schedule. Michael Fabiano joins us now on New York Living. Hello, sir. I'm not going to call you sir. I called him sir. He said I'm not that old. Hello, Michael.
Nice to meet you both, ladies. Thank you.
Wow.
You know, I'm fascinated by anybody with a good voice, but even more so of the opera variety, because how do you arrive? Like, did you start singing in the a cappella group in school? Like, how do you pick opera? Does
Yeah,
opera
I did
pick
some
you?
of that stuff when I was young, but I really never understood that I had a voice until I went to college.
Okay.
And thought it was going to be a business major. Yeah, completely different. And was lucky because my first man that taught me singing was the first African-American tenor to sing at the Met.
Stop it.
Wow.
Said to me, "Do you realize the talent you have?" Huh? He said, "When a man has a talent like yours, he has a civic responsibility. You have to share it." And you think you're 18 and you hear something like that. That's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll stop you right in your tracks for that
there went
business
the
major.
I was just going to say the business major went.
That was out the door. Right away.
out the door. So what did you do at that point? Were you like, okay, I'm going to sing opera?
I thought about it, yeah. I mean, it took a little while, but I switched the degrees after a year.
Right.
And graduated in just 3 years and won the Met competition when I was 22. And the career just kind of went from there, and it's been a slow burn.
Wow.
And we mentioned in the open you've traveled to opera houses all over the world, but here you are, back at the Met, kind of where it all began-ish. We showed the clip. You're currently starring in Carmen. I don't know much about opera. I know what that is. So what is the pressure for you, if any at all? Or what is it like starring in such a well-known piece of art?
Well, Carmen's a historical opera.
Yeah.
So much of the movies and film we listen to
Yeah.
have some of the music in it. I don't think of it as pressure any longer. I think of it as an opportunity and joy to what I do. And to sing on a stage is so iconic. Marian Anderson, the first African-American, that sung on the stage. This is an incredibly impactful place that everybody should visit. And the production of Carmen that we're singing is iconic. It's beautiful and interesting and different.
I was going to ask, for viewers who may not be familiar with Carmen,
Sure.
Can you give us a brief synopsis?
Oh yeah, it's a typical life story. Guy sees girl, thinks she's really hot. Girl thinks he's kind of hot too. She plays with his emotions, makes him incredibly jealous. He becomes deeply infatuated, and then he kills her.
Oh,
That's
well,
the story.
That is the stuff of opera
I think
dreams.
Disney did that one originally.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
No.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
In your free time, when you're not regaling everybody with your tenor tones, we mentioned in the open you're a risk taker. One of those was when you got a last-minute call to fill in. Again, we're back at the Met.
Yeah.
To fill in for a role that you had no rehearsal
Yeah.
to do. And then do we understand correctly that you received a standing ovation?
Well, I don't remember that part. I can't see. I'm blind as a bat.
That's
on
just
this
go with yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah, but I got called. I lived in Philadelphia at the time.
Okay.
I got called about 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Said, "Can you sing tonight?" "Where?" "At the Met." I said, "Okay." Took the train, went on the stage, and sang a show without rehearsing it. That was it. And it happens rarely in our business, but when it happens, there's a little bit more adrenaline in that.
I
And
can
Sure.
only
at the big house, so yeah.
And that is what we called preparation, right? Because you have to hone your instrument, be prepared for that kind of call.
One has to know, first of all, the repertory,
Yeah.
but second, just have confidence in self to get on that stage and
Sure.
just own it and go for it.
Unbelievable.
That's incredible.
You're also a pilot in your free time. Where are you flying to these days?
Well, I
I flew here this morning.
Yeah, from the Upper West Side. No, I fly out of Essex County actually often, and I'm a private pilot. I like to do it just for fun. It's my kind of way of escaping my singing, and that's what I do.
Do you ever sing while you're flying?
Never. No. Just like when I'm singing, I don't think about anything else. When I'm flying, I don't think about anything else.
All right, I'm just wondering if you're up there at 10,000 and you break out into aria. I mean, kind of fun
Can you
for
imagine?
me. I can. I'm imagining it
he's
right now.
Figaro.
So on a hot date, that's what I'll do the next time. I'll bring someone on a hot date and sing to them while I'm flying.
Exactly.
I'd say you'd leave a mark. Okay, and adding another notch on the old resume, you are also a philanthropist. You co-founded an organization. It's called ArtSmart.
Yeah.
Tell us everything about this.
So I run an organization that provides free weekly music instruction to under-resourced youth in 9 American cities. We provide free vocal music instruction one-on-one every single week to kids throughout the entire school year in public and charter schools. I started it because I felt the need to help working artists find more access to income, but it's translated into an organization that's helping kids graduate high school.
Wow.
And when we see that there's one kid paired with one mentor that looks like them, that's a little older, their inspiration for getting through class and going on to something bigger, whether it be a doctor or an educator or a musician or a business person. I've been running the organization for 10 years now, and I can just tell you that we have so many kids that might not have graduated high school that are doing great things with their lives because they were mentored.
Wow.
And they had someone to look up to.
The same way that professor told you that you had a moral obligation.
And a civic duty.
That's right, a civic duty.
Totally correct.
Wow.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us.